looks like you're into another good fish. I'll tell you what, this is the best and the hottest weakfish bite I've seen in a long time. And we get a bite up by us in the Western Sound, it rarely looks like this. Our fish may be a little bit bigger.
Yeah, we gotta work for them.
We gotta work a lot harder.
I like this. This is fun.
Oh, man.
That was a freight train right there, by the way, Andy.
Wow, nice fish. There we go.
That might be a little better.
Oh, that fish is screaming, Rick.
Wow.
You're watching Northeast Angling. We're proud to present inshore and offshore saltwater fishing. We cover every species from fluke and porgies to stripers, sharks, and tuna. You can learn more about techniques, tackle, and destinations at neangling.com. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Here we are, we're in Raritan Bay. Got a phone call the other day from Captain Nick Savine, No Time Charters out of Oceanside, New York. Nick said he's got a pretty good weakfish bite that he's dialed in on, and we're here to cash in on it.
Well, when does this thing start? I know, this doesn't happen all year long. When do you really start to crank this up?
Well, usually around August, like the middle toward the end of August, when the weather's at its hottest. That's usually when you catch them. Now, last year, we didn't catch them. First year in the last 4 or 5 years that we didn't. But this year it came on. It kind of took us by surprise.
Well, it was nice to see him after missing him for a year.
Yeah,
sure.
well, the thing is, this year they're a little smaller than they've been in the past few years, but they make up for that in quantity. And we've been taking keepers out of them.
Well, we had a great run down here. We rode down the East River past Manhattan. It looks like we got flat, calm conditions. Show me where we got to get started here.
We're going to get up on the edge of the channel here. This is the 12. The other day we were catching them with what, a 14. So.
You said it's 12 and 14. These are the cans that are marking the channel.
And which channel is this?
This is Raritan Reach channel here.
Raritan Reach.
Okay.
So you want to get in, so you're going to see the channel's going to drop off.
Yeah, I'm starting to see the drop now.
Now, what do you do, Nick? You want to just fish these little slopes on the edges of the channels here?
Fish the edges, Rich.
Okay.
You got to look around. Day to day it changes. The other day we caught them very good by that 14 can up there.
Now, you'll mark these fish pretty well, right?
Usually you will, but a lot of times you're going to mark so much bait here, they're going to kind of get mixed in with the bait.
Okay.
Since they're not larger fish, you may not carry them like that. But you're going to drift along until you get into them. And once you get into them, they'll
we're getting some
heavy.
marks right here, guys. Let's get this started.
You want to stay between like 28, maybe 35 to 40 feet here.
There we go. And here we go. There we got some nice arcs there.
The other day it seemed like, 29 feet was the ticket. We're up on the flat side edge of the channel, but
all right. Well, let's get this started. We got a lot of nice, really nice marks here.
Right here. That looks like some good.
Let's do it.
There, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Give it a shot.
Hey, Nick,
there we go, Rich.
The first fish today. That's a good start.
Any time now,
You know what's amazing though? I mean, again, we're fishing 3 different types of baits here now. Andy, look. Oh, there you go. Andy's in. 2 on. Andy's fishing a live peanut bunker.
I got a live sandworm.
You're fishing a live sandworm, and I'm fishing an artificial here. But you said for these type of fish, obviously, I mean, right now both's working, but you want to keep an eye on what's going to be a little bit better off for you. So you bring a lot of different baits with you, right, Nick?
That's a New York keeper there, 17-inch fish.
Well, I think mine's a little behind that.
Yeah.
But you know what? This one's croaking at me.
Pretty fish, huh?
They are pretty fish. They really are. And it's nice. It's like I said, it's nice to see these fish, especially in the numbers that are here, too.
Okay, we're going to let him go, guys?
Yeah, we'll let him go.
Well, Nick, if you can pass me another peanut and get you started, and we'll get back on this drift. Let's go.
I'm determined to get one on an artificial here, so I want to stick with this for a little bit. But if I watch you guys catch fish for another half hour or so, I'm going to have to switch over to the bait, I think.
Now, you want to scoop these with a little net, Andy, or something?
Yeah, we have a dip net on the boat. We'll get that for you, Nick. I think we're
These are
going to make another
perfect
drift in a
sized
minute
peanuts.
anyway.
Yeah,
right?
let's just scoot up on the back on this piece because we definitely slipped
There you
off of
go.
it here.
What's your depth here, Andy?
No, we're definitely off the piece. We're gonna run up. There we
Love
go,
those
guys.
peanuts, Andy, huh?
Well, you know, we're fishing the variety here,
Oh,
but once again,
He's still on it.
it's kind of working my way off the bottom,
Right.
and that's when I got hit.
Yeah, they're above the bottom, just a little bit. A little above the bottom.
There's one.
Rich got one on.
Now, Nick, how important is the tide in this fishery?
Day to day it can change. You know, there are days that one tide will work better, as long as it's moving, I think, Andy.
I don't.
Looks like a blue one.
Yeah, I think it's a little bluefish, to be honest with you. Just the way he
It's a
bolted
swimming
up
like
to the
that.
surface like that. Well, I said I was going to catch a fish
There's a
on an
weak-
artificial, and now I did, so I can go
I
back
got
to the
him in
peanut.
it,
Oh,
yeah.
quick release.
Wow,
Yeah.
I'll
Wow,
tell
you
you what,
swallowed that thing, huh?
You weren't going to
this
lose
is a
that
nice
one,
quality fish,
There it is.
and this guy will keep. Well, we're gonna need the fish dehooker on this one.
Andy. Yeah, you got in pretty deep, didn't you?
Yeah.
I said I wanted to catch a fish on an artificial, I guess.
Yeah,
I didn't
you
say,
did.
I didn't say what kind of fish. I just wanted to catch one. So I'm going to be. I'll tell you right now, just judging by the production that you guys are having with the live bait, I think I'm going to switch over in a minute. To be honest with you.
Well, you know, Rich, there's no pressure here.
Actually, I don't really think it's the bait that's the problem.
Oh, thank you. I
It
appreciate
it
that.
could be the angler in that case. You're going to have a problem with Andy later on.
One way or the other, I'm always
Yeah.
getting.
Yeah,
You know what I want to ask you, though, Nikki?
Yeah.
This area, I mean, I know this tide doesn't scream in here, but
No.
your preference, personally, I mean, you know, we know how important tides are. What is your preference? What
I
do you
was
like?
here the other day, Rich, on the back half of the incoming tide. They bit like mad dogs.
Did they?
You know, and now I would say this is probably a bit slower than what we had the other day, but you know, I don't really think it matters here, and it varies day to day. You know, one day you'll catch them on income, another day you'll catch them on outgoing.
Okay, like, quick question, too. Like, I know, oh, you got a bite there, right? I know, like, when you're diamond jigging, you get a couple on, it seems to get them
Not a
up in a
weak
frenzy.
fish.
Not a weak fish?
No,
He's making,
probably a
a,
scup or
making a
something.
prediction on us here, Andy. Let's see what he's got.
He's out here a lot.
Look at
Oh,
wow.
that's a beauty, Rich.
That's a wingding. But, definitely a little. How did you even get that hook in it? That's a 2-ogami bait
telling you.
saber. How did you even get that in his mouth?
Anybody can
Not
catch the
easy.
big ones, Nick.
That's right.
Those are the tough ones.
That requires a technique.
Nick, the Raritan Bay bite here. I know you do more than weakfish.
Yeah.
So, there we go.
There you go, Andy.
What else happens here, and how does it start off?
We get striped bass, and you know, in the springtime it's usually best. Oh, here we go too.
That sounds a little better, Nick. Now, I know,
I
Nicky.
got a nice one on here, guys.
You want a net for that one, Andy?
I think you may want to save that net for next. I'm gonna just kind of grab this guy.
I'll tell you, it's nice to see the amount of fish that's
Yeah,
here, Nicky,
well,
you know?
we didn't see them last year, Rich. They weren't around, but this year they made a nice bounce back. We were very happy about that. We
Oh,
had them
definitely.
3-4 years in a row, real nice ones too. And then this year we saw them. We didn't see the big ones, but at least the small ones are coming back. There's hope for next year. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's a nice fish.
Nicky, typically, how long will this bite last?
Usually into the end of September, Rich.
Really?
Middle end of September. Usually starts right around the middle to end of August. When the water's at its hottest, usually that's when you see them. You know.
Now, you
But again,
fish.
they were gone last year. We were surprised we didn't see them at all last year.
You fish down here pretty much all the time.
Well, we fish in the spring. We clobber the bass.
And it's amazing, you know, because this is a very underestimated area. Now you know, charter boat out of Oceanside, and yet you're down in Raritan. That's a decent.
And you spend a lot of your
18, 20
time up
miles,
this
yeah.
way.
18, 20 miles. I should tell you something about the area, though. You know.
Yeah, well, this place in the spring is very, very fertile, and a lot of nice fish too. They're chasing the bunkers coming out of the river, you know, and
I
stuff
got
like that.
Guys,
Yep.
we are slipping up. Let's go back on the drift. Let's do this again. So I
do
don't
it.
want to drop my bait in right here. Here we go.
Visit the Northeast Angling website at neangling.com for nationwide saltwater charter directory, fishing news, and free fishing reports. You can also find dozens of techniques, tips, and tackle for every saltwater species. Now let's get back to the action.
Wow, there we go, guys. Well, we're
Oh,
back
Andy?
here
There it
with
is.
Nick Savine. No time charters out of Oceanside, New York, but
There
we're
we go.
fishing in Raritan Bay, New Jersey.
Too.
Oh,
Richie!
It's a
And
triple.
The weakfish bite is really coming on now. And Nick, you said right near the bottom of the tide here we get a good shot.
Yeah, well, the other
And
day
you
that's the way it
weren't
was.
you weren't wrong.
Look at this. These look like all cookie cutters. Andy,
Yeah.
Andy might have the cream of the crop. I don't know.
Yeah, I got the
Wow.
pool fish.
Look at this fish. He's spitting. Look at the snappers come up.
Holy smoke.
Andy, this fish just spit out. It looked like a bunch of grass shrimp, and there was like 20 snappers that just came up right behind him.
I got my worm back, Rich.
It's,
About a 16.
it's amazing how much life is here and what we've got going on here. This bite is just absolutely amazing. We've drifted about almost 50 yards. We've had fish along the whole bite. And you know what? It just couldn't get any better than this. Well, I just want another peanut and get me back in the water.
Yeah, definitely. And I tell you, both baits are working fine. Peanuts are working good.
Yep.
The worms are working good.
Throw me another peanut there.
Yeah, Nick, while you're in
Actually,
there.
you know what, guys? I'm going to switch over to bucktail because this bite's starting to come on. And I've got a feeling the bucktail's going to produce a better fish. Well, this drift is still going. There's still some more fish here. Oh, Rich.
I think I've been had, Andy.
I got one playing me. I'm in. Oh,
Empty, Rich, empty.
Ooh, that's a nice
Whoa,
fish.
that's a nice fish. Okay.
I'm wrapped
You
on
and I are wrapped up on each other. We're off.
Oh, we're off quickly now.
Almost time for double net trick.
I'll swing one.
Yeah, here we go.
You got it? All right.
Yeah.
Look at this. I got a peanut that ran up the line on me, too.
Keepers.
That's a pretty fish right there.
That's not too bad.
Nikki, I cannot get over the amount of fish that are actually here.
Yep.
I mean, this is incredible. And now you said not too long ago you were getting these fish. I mean, these are, 2.5, 3 pound fish and a couple of 4s and 5s mixed in. And you said last year or the year before you were getting, how big were they here?
Well, we had them up to 10 pounds.
Wow.
Not in this particular spot. And around here, they usually run anywhere from 3 to 5 pounds, the keepers.
I got
They're
you.
on the small side this year. This is the first year
That's a
we've
nice
seen them in a
fish,
couple
Rich.
of years,
Just good to have them back, right?
Yeah, exactly. We're encouraged by that. And hopefully next year, we'll see some larger ones.
Yeah, now you said maybe a little bit later on you got a spot.
Yeah, we'll try somewhere else.
Where you
I
think
haven't
you might
fished
be
there.
able to-
That's where I usually catch the larger ones. We'll give
Okay.
it a whack later on the way out.
That sounds like a plan. But I'll tell you right now, with the action we're having now,
Oh, baby.
I'm in no hurry to leave. How about you, Andy?
No, this is
Need a
great.
peanut, Andy?
Down to the
Yeah,
bottom,
throw me a
lock
bait
and
while you're
load.
at it.
Coming at you. Ready?
Oh yeah, look at that! Wow,
Good one, Nick.
nice fighting fish.
Yeah, they are fun. They really are.
This feels like a better one, Rich.
Does it?
I got the net handy right here
Well,
for you if you need it.
you
Our
can
line's
swing
a
'em.
little light. Nick, I know you told us to bring out the rubberized net. Now,
Yeah.
you're a big fan of those for this kind of fishery?
Well, I think that it's a lot softer and easier on the fish. Doesn't don't knock off their slime coating as easily as the regular nets.
Yeah, weak fish
Also,
are
you
very
get-
fragile too.
You get less less tangling with your hooks and stuff in them. We use them for
Whoa,
blackfish
man.
all the time.
All right, I got to get down to the bottom because I don't think it's going to take long.
Those are nice.
This is
That's
incredible.
These fish seem to be getting bigger.
This is just incredible.
About a-
Look at this. Now I just
about
hit
an
the bottom.
18, 19-inch
Just hit
fish
the
there.
bottom. There he is. Look at this. I guess you could call this up and down fishing right about right now.
I'd say.
Oh, I dropped mine.
That would be just the up part.
Actually, there was a down part also. It was just him swimming that way.
There's another. That's probably an 18-inch.
18-inch fish
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Well, Nick, looks like you're into another good fish. I'll tell you what, this is the best and the hottest weakfish bite I've seen in a long time. We get a bite up by us in the Western Sound, it rarely looks like this. Our fish may be a little bit bigger.
Yeah, but
I'll
we got
tell
to
you
work
what,
for him.
We got to work a lot harder.
I like this. This is fun. Look
Man,
at this. I was a freight train right there, by the way, Andy. It's amazing how fast, once you get these fish coming, Nick, they're
know,
just right on you.
You're at the right stage of the tide here, Rich.
Yeah,
Like
this
at
is
the
it, huh?
Bottom of the tide. Yeah, that's how we had them the other day.
Look at this. I just hit the bottom. I could actually feel this peanut freaking out right now. I'm getting that little pulse coming right through the braided line. Come on, baby. Where are you? Come to Papa. I'll take you home right now.
hey Nick, while you're there,
Yeah.
Can I have
Bring
another
two.
peanut? Oh, here he is. Here he is.
Pull
Come
me
on.
the peanut, man.
There we
Nice.
go. Little flick of the wrist. That's amazing. That really is. You know,
Thank you.
I cannot get over. I mean, this bottom's got to be paved, huh, Nicky?
Oh yeah.
And you got how many more weeks of this fishing do you have?
I'd say probably a couple, Rich.
That's great. It's just
you know,
great.
we ran almost 25 miles to get here from our home port. I might be sneaking down here this weekend and getting on some of this action.
I'll
All
tell
right,
you.
I'm gonna do a little peanut action myself.
You gonna switch over?
Yeah.
Well, they are a lot cheaper than the worms. I'll
Just-
give you
just
that.
for- just
I'll
for
tell you
the
that
heck
much.
I haven't put one on yet. We'll give it a shot.
All right.
Visit the Northeast Angling YouTube channel for hundreds of videos, including full-length episodes, exciting clips, product reviews, and instructional videos. And now, the exciting conclusion of Northeast Angling.
Oh, we're back here once again. Captain Nick Savine. Oh, there he is.
Got him, Rich.
No Time Charters.
Raritan Bay, the Weakfish bite, and mid-September, and this is still a darn good
This is
bite.
unbelievable, I'll tell you. Oh, another one, Andy.
Wow.
Oh my
Got
God.
him, Andy?
This is incredible. It really is.
Nick, you took us to this spot. What's special about where we are
Wow.
right here?
We're just fishing the edge of Reach Channel here. It's just it's a muddy bottom here, and the bait usually congregates here, and the fish are on them. Oh boy, here we go.
Now, Nick, you talked about the channel edge, and you've moved us up and down the channel. Sometimes you get them on the high side.
Yeah, we got a little shallower here. It seemed like that was the ticket. Oh, baby.
Oh, that looks decent.
Woo.
Wow. Now, Nick, one
What a
thing you
hit.
said, and you know, I noticed this is so important, and it's
It's a good
easy
one,
to
Rich.
talk about. That does look like a good one.
A nice one.
It's easy to talk about it, but it's tough to do. But the best time to look at your machine is when this is going on.
Yeah.
You know, you have a body of fish under the boat.
This will be a netter, Rich.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Well,
We're all set
you
there.
got a body of fish under the boat. I know you're reeling them in, but now's when you want to peek back. We're in 31 feet of water here.
Yep.
We're on a channel edge.
We made that second drift on that deep edge. Rich didn't catch them. We got her in that 29 to 31, and that's where they were.
Yeah, but-
they lay in those streaks, you know.
And like I said, it's so important to pay attention to that machine.
Oh yeah.
Just to make sure.
Depth,
You got a weak
absolutely.
fish there?
I got a good one here, Rich.
Yeah.
Well,
It
relative
looked a
to
little
what we're
flukish,
catching.
But
There you
oh,
go.
that's a nice fish.
Nice fish.
Take him over.
Nice.
That's a nice fish. You know what they say, Nick? They say every fish has an attitude.
I thought he was big. This one had an attitude, Rich.
What Rich is really saying is we all
All
thought
right.
that fish was a lot bigger. I didn't even bother rebaiting while I was watching him pull that in. Well, we, look, we got
Well,
a little,
he's a keeper, but
looks
not
like
a
we got a
big
little traffic coming down us. We're here in the channel. I'm just gonna slip the boat up a little further ahead here,
That
all
sounds
right,
good.
guys?
Nicky, if
Just
you would have asked me,
scoot around one more time.
if you would have asked me for the big net, I really would have got upset. But that's You know, you talk about a lot of different ways these fish hit. Basically, what I've been doing is a slow lift. I got
Yep.
ready here. Perfect
Yep.
example. No tip action right now.
Right.
Little bounce.
Yep.
Lift, weight.
and he's on. There he
and you
is.
pop 'em.
Yep.
It's amazing how
That's
they
what we've been
just.
doing too. When you lift them up off the bottom like this, you know.
Yeah, well, that's when they seem to be hitting.
There it is.
That's it.
There he is.
Well, you know that was perfect. Also, it's amazing. They just like they seem to be just like
on it.
laying on it. You know.
yeah, this
They're
one.
like swimming with the peanut, and then when you get that little bounce and you feel the weight, that's actually right when you want to set the hook, ain't
There
it?
he is. Yep.
Nice fish, Nick.
Couple of good fish
Two
there.
nice fish.
I'm feeling a little left out right now.
I'll give it a minute. I'm sure you'll be in.
Oh, this one's got the hook in him.
Yeah, this one's deep also.
Deep, yeah.
That's one thing. Now, again, you know what? And this is important too because they are very aggressive and you are going to get them.
Yeah.
But if you look at these fish, kind of like a fluke, what you can do is if you can go right through the gill plate real gentle, a lot of times you can turn that hook right around
Yeah, that's what
and
I'm trying
pop
to
it
do,
out, and you won't harm that fish. Now these are both keepers, I guess. Obviously, in the
Yeah,
event,
they're 16 inches of New York keepers.
Well, I think this one is gonna stay with us, and that'll be my dinner tonight.
well, this one I
Oh,
pretty
I
much
got him
saved.
out.
So
There we go.
I'm gonna drop him back in. He took off like a rocket.
Well, they're eating those peanuts.
They're
We gonna
chowing
keep
on
this
those
one, Rich?
peanuts. Yeah, why not, Nicky? Take a couple for dinner for sure, right, Andy?
Yeah. You know, guys, we're starting to run out of time a little bit here, and it's time to start thinking about, maybe wrapping this up in a little bit.
I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying this a little bit, you know.
All right, well, a couple more drifts, and we're gonna be rolling out of here.
Oh God. You know, Nicky, one thing about Andy, he always wants to leave right when the bite comes on really strong. I don't know. Oh, there he is, Nick. Andy, you're into one there?
Yeah.
Now I am.
You know, Nicky, we fished up in Raritan. You said there's a lot of fish there, mostly smaller fish. Then you said we're gonna slide back at the end of the day towards the Verrazano, and you've been getting some bigger fish here. Now we're directly under the Verrazano Bridge.
Yep.
Andy's in. I got color on mine. A little bit. Oh, that's a nice
it's
fish.
a nice looking
That's a
fish.
nice fish right there.
Wow.
And these are definitely better fish that we ran into here.
Yep.
That's a
You know,
nice squeaky
I
there.
know that this bite is pretty darn good, but believe it or not, we have very little time left before we got to get out of here.
Yeah, especially
We
with
got-
this wind.
We got some very serious weather coming from behind us.
Nice fish, Andy.
Yeah, this
Pulling
is
good
this is a
drag on
solid
it.
fish.
Probably as big as that first one we got. But-
There we go. We'll see.
Oh yeah. Oh no, it's a
Oh,
blue. You got
it's
a
a
blue
wrong
on there.
fish.
Wrong color.
Well, the right fish, the wrong fish, all depends on how you look at it. But Rich,
Yeah.
that's a heck of a fish.
Not bad.
And you know, on this note, it's time to move on.
Thank you for watching Northeast Angling. You can learn more about techniques, tackle, and destinations as seen on this show at neangling.com. See you on the water.